Very good morning. Welcome to this class called The Mobility Method with me, Rob. Welcome to today's session. I hope you're ready for it. Okay, so from here, you need a bit of peace and quiet for yourself. So tell other people you're taking part in this mobility training session. Close the doors, grab yourself some water. We've got some light music on the background for you here, but if you do require something else, put some other tunes on. Okay, that's the plan for this morning. Okay, so hear an awful lot at the moment about people saying I carry a lot of stress in my shoulders, and that's normally because of poor posture position, sitting at desks, driving cars, looking at our phones, etc. This class is all about trying to help get rid of some of those problems. Because normally, if you've got problems in your shoulders, you're going to have problems in your lower back. If you've got problems in your lower back, you're going to have problems in your hamstrings. So this is about how much does your pelvis and how much do your hips move. We're going to try and get some mobility here, okay, to be able to help elongate, strengthen and lengthen those muscles, but also allow the spine to do its job. That's the purpose of the class. 30 minutes of cherry pick exercises. Let's go for it. Okay, so from here, check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of space. Check above your head, stretch up nice and high and release. Low, really good. Just going to tilt you back just slightly. Gorgeous people. Nice, here we go. So from here, we're going to have our feet underneath our sitting bones. Take notice of which way your feet turn out. Get them nice and in plane. Feet underneath sitting bones. The big toe slightly pointed in, and the second metatarsals, second toes are parallel. Now what we need to do is raise your heels off the floor and back down again each time. Nice. Maintain your posture up here. Back up, chest up nice and high. Working it through the ankle joints. Nice. And from here, just going to take a knee raise and knee raise on the other side. So initially, straight in here, working through, pulling our thighs up nice and high, maintaining our posture, hips up forward, shoulders back and in plane. Now, we're going to turn the knee out to the side. We're going to keep working the left leg. Again, check the standing leg is facing forwards. The left knee rotates laterally out to the side, comes back in again. As we turn the foot, we turn the knee as well. It's coming out wide and side, and you'll feel the pelvis wanting to rotate into this as well. If you feel like you're locking out, that's cool. Zoom in and allow a bit of movement. Now, you might be here going, Rob, this is way too hard already. Grab the wall, yeah, or grab a chair. You might just be putting your knee to here. Yeah, it's cool. Work what's safe, relevant, and effective for you. Yeah. Now, if you're feeling super confident with it, you just push your pelvis forward, and you're going to try and avoid this foot from touching the floor. So work at the level that suits you. Rotation, back in again. So the pelvis is turning, and the head of our femur, this thigh bone here, is internally rotating here. Go back in and back out again. Really, really effective exercise. Good. One more here. Good. Shake it out. Use your arms as much as you need to as well to counterbalance. Swap it over. So we're going to stand on the left leg. Just get a few knee flexors going in here. A few hip flexors. Bring that knee up towards the chest. And here we go. Let's see what we can do with our thigh. Pull that up, rotate, come back in. You'll be amazed how quickly you get out of breath by doing this. Now, if you're going, I can't feel that at all, Rob, you need to shunt your pelvis forward slightly, and it's going to work a little bit harder for you. Rotate, pull it back in, drop again. Up, rotate, pull in, drop. Good. Now, can you do it without the foot tapping the floor? Can you hold the balance? Do you need to grab the wall? Are you here? It doesn't matter. It's all about you. None of these classes involve the word perfection, because there's no such thing as perfection. If you want to make this harder, you can go elevations, you can go drop downs, you can go into tiptoe, you can range up. You'll never hit the ultimate perfection because there's no such thing. Yeah, just keep working through your range, putting it back again. Drop, rotate. Rotate. Good. Let's go one more here, please. Good stuff, and relax. Now from here, we're going to take this into a butt kick. So we're going to kick our heels up nice and high behind us. Pelvis drives forward, the shoulders come back. Nice high heel kick up. Now from here, we're going to forward fold towards our toes, and then we're going to slowly pull back up again. Then we're going to stretch and reach. Release and go again. Drop. Stand. Reach. And again. Drop. Stand. Reach. Now every time we're trying to push the pelvis back and we're trying to bring the arms up higher overhead. Drop, stand, reach. Nice. As much hip movement as you can allow, as much pelvis shunt forward and back as you can. Now, don't worry about touching your toes. It's not important. You could be coming to your knees and then having to come back up again. You might be using a chair to come back up again. It doesn't matter. You keep working at your range. And if you're feeling this and you're going, God, this is too hard, I can't do it, you need to practice and practice. Keep moving it. Some of these exercises will be really easy for you and some of them are going to be really, really hard. Nice. Excellent, and release, shake it out. Okay, so from here, we're going to stand and balance on our right leg. From here, the left leg is going to come forward, and the strength is going to be through this front thigh. Balance, hold. Now bring your shoulders back. And see if you can extend again. Good, slow movement down. Coming back up to standing. Feeling the strength in our knee. And all the muscles surrounding it. Now feel what happens. You might need to put your heel down to the floor to do this. Yeah? With your toes towards your nose, so your dorsiflex back here. And each time, we're going to see if we can get the foot back. So it's hovering the floor here. The pelvis is driven forward, the shoulders are back. Drive forward, we come back up again. And again. Keep moving, keep working. 2 more here, please. Oh, it's a little tough one, this. Good. 1 more. Pelvis driven forward, shoulders back. Good. Walk out. You'll feel how tight it was in your ankles, your calves, your hip joint. Keep moving it. Keep working it out. Let's change it over. So we got our left foot taking the balance. Okay, and you might find that this is stiffer or more flexible. Yeah. One side to the other might be much more different. So for me, this is my least dominant leg. My right leg is the most dominant. So if I try and work through this flex and come back up to standing, it gets pretty tough. Down, stand, good. Pelvis driven back and forward each time. But hey, hold the balance. Woohoo! Good stuff. Drive again. Keep working it. Excellent stuff. Again, pelvis driven forward, shoulders back. Drive the hips forward and back each time. And again, don't worry if you're having to tap the floor like me here. This is all about progress. None of us will get this absolutely spot on because there's no such thing as perfection on it. If you're finding this easier, you might be able to go lower. Yeah, bring your arms forward, slightly further forward to help the counterbalance. And you're probably starting to feel this in a myriad of places, perhaps around the outside of the pelvis and the hips, into those glutes. You might be feeling it tight in the lower back. Good, let's go. 4 more here. Well, hey, 3 more here. It's absolutely on fire in this standing hip. Don't know about yours. 2 more here. Keep smiling, keep working it. Oh my goodness me. We've got 1 more here. Good. Drive, stand, walk it out, shake it out. Great stuff. Grab yourself a quick drink while you go there. Really nice work. Okay. So, and I now want to have a think about your knees. We're going to still be working through our knees and our hips, and also our posture in our upper body. If you know you struggle on your knees, okay, I want you to go and grab a cushion and come back in straight away, okay? If you've got an aerobic mat, you're doing it on carpet, you might be all right, okay? You also might want to fold your mat in half for this, because we're going to go down onto our knees and then come back into a standing position. Okay, so adjust for whatever you need for yourself. Okay, so this is a 10 mil thick aerobic mat. Feels quite comfortable for me. So allow yourself to come down to the floor. Whichever way you're going to get down to the floor, using your hands on a step, or just walking down to position here. Okay, from here, I want you to feel how you can sit. So if you get to here and you go, Rob, there's no chance I'm getting down there, you grab your cushion, your pillow, you stick it under your bottom, and you're going to sit wherever you need to. Okay, so if you're here, shoulders back, chest up pronounced, yeah? Okay, you could be down here. This is great. This shows you've got adequate flexibility in your thighs. Wherever you are, you want to make sure that your knees are sitting bone width apart and your feet are the same. Your heels are kicked out slightly, but if you feel like your heels are kicking right out here, I want you to pull them in just slightly for me. And that will mean probably turning your toes out. Okay, so holding this position here, the back is up, the chest is up. Okay, so from here, we're going to walk forward into a press-up position and allow our pelvis to drop down. Feel what happens in your ankles. What happens here, they want to turn inwards or outwards. It will all depend on what you have got your body into. From here, you're going to walk back again. Again, hips over the heels, sitting down into a deep. And again, we're going to walk forward again, into that press-up position. And then you're going to slowly walk back again. Nice. Now, as you get more confident with this, you'll be able to lean back. You might need to use your hands behind you here. Wherever you feel it starting to pull, you learn about your body. So if you get to here and go, no chance of not getting you further back, that's good. Support yourself, bring your chin back, you'll elongate your upper torso, and then bring yourself back in and walk forward again. Okay, now, you're going to work this at your pace. Okay? Now, as you lean back, you might find that your knees want to come up slightly. I only do this if you've got the dexterity in the ankle joint. So move them forward, move them back. Nice. Now, as you're getting more confident with it, you might want to tilt back slightly further. And if you're tilting back, you might want to bring your arms out forward as well for it. Again, you might just have your hands beside you. That's enough for you. Walk back in. You can see how much around our hip capsule and our pelvis is having to move, yeah? Okay, so as we walk forward now, we can drop into a little press up if you choose. Again, you might get to here and go, that's enough for me, Rob. Okay, walk back again. Exercise should be about you learning your body, yeah? It shouldn't be about, I need to work really, really hard, yeah, because that extra little bit is going to make a massive difference to my day. Yeah, you should work through your progress. Yeah, progress, not perfection, guys. You know, you might be down here with me, walking down, okay, and leaning back. Cool. You might be now thinking, well, that's easy. You can come up through plank to press and drop that down again. We're turning the feet back to square each time and looking back. Okay, so you keep working your range. And as you feel like you can increase your range, that's when you improve the exercise, yeah? And if you're finding this tough, well done. Welcome to a class that's challenging you. And I can promise you that this class will burn a good 200 calories quite easily. And if you're working through a position where you're developing your flexibility and movement and lengthening and strengthening your body, I can assure you that the long-term effect is superb. So when it comes through to it, we're looking at muscle atrophy, we're looking at how the muscles grow, we're looking about how the mitochondria build, the powerhouse of our energy sources that burn up the calories we need. In other words, how we're changing our metabolism of our body. The more we can move, the more flexible we work, the greater the range we work through, the better. Nice. Keep working through your range. Give me a few more here. You might want to develop it slightly further. So as you're coming back, you might drop all the way back through plane into here. Okay, you work through your range. Now I can assure you, quite a few years ago, I had zero flexibility and I couldn't get down there myself. So it's about developing your body. You might get to here and stop and need to come back out. Use your hands out wide. Don't forget you need an exit strategy to come out from this exercise. Okay, so wherever you're going, And that's your range. Now, if you can get back to here, your challenge is to try and push your knees down into the ground. You'll feel the extensors, your hip flexors here, working harder. So your iliacus major, sort of the front of the thigh. Again, try and pull yourself up, walk yourself up back through, and again, step out. If you want to go, and this is kind of your advanced moves. Again, one more wherever the level you are. You could be here, back through, walking, and coming back again. All good, yeah? Safe, relevant, effective moves for you. Fabulous. Okay, from there, I want you to stand yourself back up because you're going to feel how much you've just extended your ankles. So think of your body systemically from the base up. Think about where your toe alignment is, your knee, your hip, and your pelvis is. This looks strong and confident, yeah? This looks weak, yeah? And it's weak because your muscles are having to do the jobs that the skeleton should be doing, yeah? That's the whole purpose. So, practice those routines and those exercises. Coming back to standing, now we're going to work through our marching standing legs up here. So, what I'm going to try and do is take the elbow back as far as you can and bring your chest up and shoulders back. Now here, so it's an athletic run up here. Nice. So we're trying to get as much movement around all of our joints as possible. Keep walking through yours. Yeah. How high you can take the knee, how high you can take the arms. Yeah. Get through it. If you're doing a lot of desk-based job activity at the moment, every hour, set your clock. You might look a bit silly if you're in a shared office, but get yourself moving. You're not designed to sit for 8, 10, 12 hours at a time. Yeah. I'd also recommend if you get the munchies during things like a film or Netflix or whatever you're doing, I would set your alarm every 30 minutes to get yourself to move up and out of your chair. Yeah. Very holistic, I know. I know you're sat there going, yeah, but we're using the time to chill out. That's cool as well, yeah? But think about what you've done throughout your day. If you've not moved much, your body doesn't feel great, it's not getting enough endorphin release. Now we're going to stand, we're going to ledge out to the side. So as the left leg comes away, the right arm twists and turns out wide. We get the balance of our movement here. Again, this is all about mobility. Now if you tilt and lean into it, even better. And you might want to use the other arm to counterbalance so you come into this position here. It's a great way of building up your strength, of your hips, your shoulders, but importantly as well, our balance. Nice. Now, as you're pulling the arms back, you want to pull the arms back behind you and push through with your pelvis here. Yeah, so we're kind of reversing the banana. Our ordinary banana is here, with our body, now we're going here. So anterior tilt, posterior tilt. I want you to shut here into posterior for me, yeah? Good work. Keep it all on the same leg and drive. The more you can shift your head to the side and balance, the better. And just make sure that this foot standing is facing forwards, yeah? So we're rocking through the body laterally here. Now, as you're doing this, feel what happens to this standing foot. If it's rolling, try and force your big toe to little toe down to the ground, yeah? So down and through, here. Pushing the tiptoes down to the floor and the big toe here, and really pushing out and launching out with the ankle out nice and wide. 2 more here. It's quite tiring. 1 more, exit, release, swap it out, shake it out. But obviously, one of these classes, it does burn so many calories for you. And tonight I'm back teaching the hip strength class. Again, you don't need to work incredibly hard to burn a lot of calories. So listen to your body. This might be the right class for you if you've had a very stressful day, and the last thing you need is a load of cortisol and adrenaline in your body. Drive your pelvis forward, bring the shoulders back, length and reach. Stretch and ride. Keep it working. Wider, higher. Good, good. Stretch, back in. Push. See how far you can stretch, see how far you can reach. Go for it. Again, we're trying to pull the arms back and through. Back and through. 3 more here. 2 more here. 1 more here. and rest. Shake it out. Good work. Walk out. Good stuff. Grab yourself a drink. Then we're going to come back to the mat. Okay. So, however you get down to the floor. Okay, from here, sitting down on your heels, pelvis driven forward, shoulders back. Okay, so from here, we stand up, drive our pelvis forward. Now, you might need to use the wall, you might need to use a chair here. What I want you to do is slide the right foot forward into a lunge position here. You're going to allow your hips to shift forward and your pelvis to shunt underneath. You're going to bring your shoulders up, your chest up nice and high, and then you're going to pull your shoulder blades back. Bring your chin up and chest up. You should feel a lovely big stretch all the way through the front of the spine. Now, atypically, this foot won't go far forwards to start off with. So, trust a bigger stride, okay? And this knee should plumb line to maximum and into the midsection of the foot. Okay, so if you're back here, you're going to find that this knee will go over tiptoe. Swap that out, stride through, pelvis driven, and feel what happens on the back foot. Big toe, little toe, flat down to the floor, hips driven square and forwards. Nice. Now, take the right foot back, take yourself back into a kneeling position, sit yourself down and come back up again. Okay, let's go again. So, the right foot is going to come forward and through. Feel what happens to you. Okay, so your right knee might come around like this. If it does that, it's going to send you off balance. And secondly, it's not anatomically sound to go around this way. What I want you to do is really work hard on pulling the knee forwards. You're rounding over your tiptoes and your knuckles to come into standing, then drive your pelvis here. That's strong, okay? As it comes back, feel what the foot does. It comes underneath the sitting bone, yeah? So forward, here, and in. Now, you might find your hamstring cramps up. You might find, I've got no other option to go about this way. You might find you need to grab the wall to be able to pull through here. So you might be here, holding on tight, but focusing. So you're taking a bit of pressure off both legs by pushing into the wall to allow the knee to come back into square. Now, if you're doing a lot of running, or you're trying to get into couch to 5K, or just getting back into running, yeah, this is an exercise I highly recommend you do on a regular basis. Okay, ideally before you go for your run. Yeah, because if your knee is doing this, yeah, you're rounding your foot and you'll be running like this. You remember, friends, it's called the Phoebe run. Yeah, up here and forward, plane driven. Coming back again. Now, allow yourself to stride longer, tilt into it, bring the shoulders back, and then allow it to come back again, dropping the knee to the floor again. Through, drive forward, shoulders back, chest up, allowing the knee to come back to the floor again. Through, pelvis driven, shoulders back, chest up, foot coming back to the ground again. Up, back down again. Nice. 2 more here, let's go for it. I know this is probably getting very tiring for you. Always see you go a little bit further on it, yeah? Allow that pelvis. Feel the shift of the body weight going through and then back to here again. Now, are you ready? Try and stand up. Try and walk out. Shake out your pelvis, shake out your hips. Good, you ready to go again? Because guess what? We're gonna do the other leg. Now, you will feel as you've walked around there, I was moving my right leg forward and back. So my left thigh is really feeling a little bit numb, okay, whereas the right thigh is feeling a bit stiff. Let's swap it over, let's see what happens, yeah? So however you get to the floor, okay, we drive the left foot forward, again, neutral spine position or even posterior tilt, so pelvis shifted forward for me. Again, feel your knuckles, big toes a little down to the floor. Step forward with the left stride, okay, and take the load going forward here. Again, remember, if you can, the left foot's going to go forward a little bit further. Remember that plumb line from the knee down into the middle of the foot. The pelvis shunted forward, the shoulders back. We come back in, knee drops down to the floor, and we go again. Again, pelvis driven forward, shoulders back. Drive through. Come back again. Keep moving it, keep working it. We're going to work 5 more here. And again, feel if you're going off balance, it's probably because that leg is whipped round. Come back into square each time. And again, making sure the knuckles drive forward, the knuckles drive back into play. Work again. Arching through the back, bring the shoulders back into position. Drop down again, step and push through again. Let's work 4 more here. Yeah, we'll try to get the foot to slide back on. If you mat scoots like that, that's all good. Just make sure you're not dragging the foot, you're just gently retaining the foot each time. Perfect. Step back in and through. Very good. And relax. Okay, so from here, again, we need to get ourselves back up to standing, whichever way suits, and rotate your pelvis now, yeah? So give it a bit of a hula hoop one way, and then the other. Oh, it's a bit clunky for me there. Okay, and you'll find, just have a little close of your eyes here, and circle your hips round, and find that bit, there's mine, yeah, here, that gave you a little bit of a strength, yeah? So, outside my glute here and my lower back, so I need to do some lateral leg raises. Because in your lower back, you want to do some kickbacks or some deadlift work. If it's in your front of your thighs, you want to be doing maybe a bit more quad stretch. And if it's when you come around to the other side, you've got it in your inner thigh, you want to do some groin movement here, so some groin stretches. Cool, really good. Rotate around the opposite way. And again, back the other way. Cool. Feel what your body's doing. Okay, now, if you do a lot of desk-based job, and you don't want to do all of this kind of movement whilst in your office space, this is an exercise where you can quickly look around the office and do a quick circle of your hips round 4 times, or when you're standing at the water cooler at the photocopier or something, or even if you're on your phone, yeah? You've got to think that this has got to move, yeah? Go around the opposite way. 4 clockwise, 4 counterclockwise, 200 mils of water, and when you stand up, look across wherever you are, open your eyes up. Doesn't matter if you're at home, at work, in the office, but get your eyes to look to something different so you're taking the strain off your eyes. From here, lateral leg kick out 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Forward fold for me down towards your toes. Slowly come back up, stretch again. Draw down on chest, drop down, flex, extend again. Good. Give me 2 more here. Really good. Last one here. Good. And release. Shake it out. Interlock your fingers, give it a roll, get some mobility back into the wrists and the elbows, and come out the opposite way again. Really good, really good. Now, exit. Now, can you turn it inwards so your thumbs are facing up? You're just going to give yourself a little patting towards yourself. Get some extension through your forearms here. Yeah. Now, stretch up high. Elongate your body as tall as you can. Reach. Push your pelvis forward. Bring your shoulders back. And release. Shake it out. Drop down. Cross over. Breathe out. And again, drop down. Cross over. Breathe out. And again, down, up, through, cross over, breathe out. Shake it away, guys. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Well trained. Love that today. So that was called the mobility method. You should feel that everything is moved in your body. It might feel a bit achy. And for the next 2 or 3 days, you might feel a few muscles that you hadn't felt before. And that's called DOMS effect, delayed onset muscle soreness, with goodness, a bit of atrophy, a bit of growth, a bit of strength. If you're watching this on Facebook or live or YouTube, wherever you're watching this, put down a hashtag for me. If you did it live, hashtag replay, stick it on, and let me know. Any comments on it as well, let us know how you get on with it. Congratulations. So that's a really tough class. Now, if you found that difficult in some of the exercises, they're the things you need to practice, okay? So, for example, it could be the kneeling leg extension there, working through that hip flexor. Do it before you go to bed. Yeah, do it. Do maybe like 4, 5, 6 reps before you go to sleep. Yeah, just to release out and lengthen and develop it. Make it part of that ritual for you at bedtime. That's what you do every single night. You know, just put it in there. Nothing wrong with it. It's pure developmental work. It will really help you. It'll take some of the pressure out of your lower back, for example, and make lengthen your muscles. It will help you deeper in your sleep. Good. Right, I'm back tonight, 6:30. We've got HIIT strength training. Back tomorrow morning, 7:35 with HIIT 20. It's a cardio-based heart raiser. Again, remember, our heart is a muscle, so we need to keep that muscle strong. And then at 8 o'clock, I'm back for an all-round body toning conditioning class called Body Conditioning. I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you tonight, or I'll see you on replay. Have a great day. Cheers. And I'm going to put a little message in here. Here we go. I did a hashtag live here, so I'm one of them. Well done, everybody. Go on, get your message in there. Inspire everyone else. There we go. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers.